Move over, Mr. Bachchan. Deepak Parashar is here.
When did Zeenat Aman tell Deepak Parashar, I love you?
It is not that if I've been in love with Zeenat, so it was just one way. Or if I've been in love with Rakhee or with Ranjita or Sarika or anybody.
Shoma Anand?
Shoma. So, I mean, all these people, they've responded. I'm not a fool. Zeenat, she had gone to meet Abbas. And then over there, they had an altercation. And either she was pushed or beaten or what.
She didn't tell you?
No. She just told Chopra sir that I was harassed and I got injured.
She got injured in the eye?
In the eye.
Is that eye functioning now? The divorce happened.
The divorce finally happened.
And you could never see the child again?
Never.
Not even in court or?
Never.
Movie called Shakti. Mr. Bachchan made Rakhee pair up with Dilip Saab.
Yeah.
Because Rakhee was supposed to be paired with him.
Yeah.
And not Smita Patil. Am I right?
Absolutely. Rakhee was upset about this. My mother wasn't very keen that I be together with Zeenat. There are many actors who I would say some are even better than Mr. Bachchan.
So who are the actors who, according to you, are better than Mr. Bachchan? There was a narrative that Raj Babbar was sabotaging Deepak Parashar.
Raj and I had a common secretary. And at that point in time, suddenly I found this common secretary uplifting Raj's career. And the roles that were coming to me, he would give me the leftovers, something which Raj didn't want.
What if Zeenat comes to you and says, I've had enough turmoil in my life, you have had enough turmoil in your life, let's stay together? "7,000 fashion shows, 49 serials, 83 movies, 47 years in the industry. Welcome Deepak Parashar to the Vickey Lalwani show."
Well, thank you very much for having me on the podcast. I've heard so much about you and whatever I've seen of the podcast you've done earlier. Brilliant.
Thank you, sir. That's a big compliment. You took off absolutely like a plane. A smooth plane. You and Raj made a very, very interesting combination. The stories were stronger, the songs were good. You all both, complemented each other so well. But it was always said, there was a narrative that Raj Babbar was sabotaging Deepak Parashar.
Raj and I had a common secretary. And at that point in time, suddenly I found this common secretary, uplifting Raj's career. And the roles that were coming to me, he would give me the leftovers, something which Raj didn't want.
I'm given to understand that when you did Sharabi with Mr. Bachchan, he was very cold, very aloof.
I clarified my position with Bachchan Saab. Amitabh ji का जो है, उसमें मेरा कोई हाथ नहीं है. But अगर मैं कहूँ कि ये गलत नहीं होगा कि मीडिया ने ये हाइप बनाया that move over Mr. Bachchan, Deepak Parashar is here. Now why? Because Deepak Parashar was working with all the leading ladies of Mr. Bachchan. And that probably, incited them to write things.
But when did you clarify with him the article which said move over Amitabh Bachchan?
One of the social gatherings or something like that,
I think you tried to make up the things with him during the set of Sharabi, but every time people were surrounding him and you couldn't get that opportunity to wait through.
No, it was clear before that.
Mm-hmm.
In one of the functions, to go to functions.
Mm-hmm.
I think he only suggested me for Sharabi. And no functions happened without me because, you see, Vicky, मैं जब इंडस्ट्री में आया हूँ तो मैं ऑलरेडी एक स्टार के हिसाब से आया हूँ. because topmost model of the country and Mr. India. तो अब थोड़ी बहुत जेलसी तो लोगों को होती है, जो थी, है और हमेशा रहेगी. But I don't understand. Is it inferiority complex or what is it? That which bothers them. Is it my height? Is it my stature? The way I carry myself? That the other person feels that he's a piggy. Except I'm not talking about Mr. Bachchan. But most of the actors, they are not as heighted as me. So already I come across, even in functions, parties, I'm the focus.
You make heads turn, you have a personality.
Yeah. So that's height, aura, personality, whatever.
The narratives kept happening that Deepak versus this one, Deepak versus Raj, Deepak versus Amitabh Bachchan. Now, from what I believe is that you were, after you clarified with Mr. Bachchan, you went on to do Sharabi. Things were okay. But I think there came another movie sometime in 89, Jadugar, where you were supposed to play the lead. Prakash Mehra had sealed it with you. And then suddenly, a couple of days later, you found that Amitabh Bachchan was doing it.
I was supposed to do a film with Praveen Babi. And Praveen was then replaced by Aarti Srudranath. And then suddenly, Aarti and me were out. And Amitabh stepped in.
Why was Praveen Babi replaced?
I have no idea because I didn't have a conversation. I was a little upset with Prakash ji. And that after signing and, rehearsals and suddenly, So the reason he gave me was the financial aspect of the whole thing because he's a Jadugar, which we thought we would be able to make it as a medium budget film. But now we are going ahead and making it a huge thing, And that is why we've taken up Amitabh Bachchan. And but no worries, it's my promise, we'll work.
After that, I don't think you worked with him again.
No.
Were you in touch?
Yes. Yes. See, I've had no hard feelings with anybody in the industry. I'm blessed that I've not had any major fights or controversies in the industry, but something created by the media that was out of my control. But yes, I was a star in my own rights, and I've done some memorable work, and I'm blessed.
But what happened to Jadugar? It was a massive failure.
Yeah.
Prakash Mehra lost tons and tons of money.
Yeah.
He lost Amitabh Bachchan's friendship.
Yes.
At the same time,
Yeah.
Manmohan Desai was making Tufan.
Yeah.
And Manmohan Desai did not work with Amitabh Bachchan after Tufan.
Yeah, that was true. I have also heard about that. That was true.
So Bachchan lost two friends, the
Yes.
two pillars.
Yeah. Yes. You're right.
Did anybody discuss this with you? Of course, Prakash Mehra के साथ शायद आपका contact नहीं हुआ बाद में. You said you kept in touch. So did he discuss with you?
See, I was also a little kind of upset, but I didn't break the relationship with Prakash ji because he was a friend. He used to come home often. And Padmini Kapila was also a friend, and they were also friends. So we've had some good moments. So I didn't want to spoil the relationship by asking, "Kya aapne aisa kyun kiya? Dekha aapko sabak mil gaya." Why should I get into all that? So everything is destiny. I came in this line also. I'm just an army officer's son. I'm just like you or my cameraman. I'm an ordinary person.
Let's talk about your girlfriend.
My girlfriends? There are so many.
Okay.
I wear my heart. My heart isn't here. I wear it on my sleeve. So every woman I see, I just fall in love. And then sometimes it materializes and sometimes it doesn't. But I really have been in love with most of my heroines. You know,
You have been in love with...
and vice versa.
And vice versa as well.
Yeah, it is not that if I've been in love with Zeenat, so it was just one way. Or if I've been in love with Rakhee or with Ranjita or Sarika or anybody.
Shoma Anand.
Shoma. So, I mean, all these people, they've responded. I'm not a fool. I've never chased a woman. Ever. Ever. Please mark my words. I've never chased any woman. Ever. The only person I chased a little bit was my girlfriend of 7 years, Anita Reddy.
That was before Zeenat.
That is when I was modeling and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is it.
When did Zeenat Aman tell Deepak Parashar, I love you?
उसका तो तकिया कलाम था हर वक्त. And everybody, hi, love you back. I mean, that's kind of a thing.
Not the takya kalam way.
We didn't, go into a room and she lay on my shoulder and then she said, I love you. ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ. ये सब फिल्मों में होता है. Love means it's in the eyes, it's in the heart, it's in the way you connect with each other. That is love. You don't have to say a word. Likewise, you don't have to sign a marriage certificate to be married. You can be with a person because most important in any relationship, I feel friendship is what is the crux of the whole relationship. May it be with your wife, with your children, with your parents, with your girlfriends, or with friends. It is the friendship first, and that's how it should be. And you see, no marriage will fail if you're friends.
But when it comes to Zeenat and you, there are two versions.
Yeah.
The first version is that she had left Abbas, Sanjay Khan, and then got involved with you. The second version is that you came in the way of Sanjay and Zeenat. Okay.
Now I had to clarify this. When I met Zeenat and when I was shooting with Zeenat, she was on the verge of a split.
Insaf Ka Tarazu.
Yeah. So I was doing Insaf Ka Tarazu with Zeenat. And at that time when I met her, when I was shooting with her, she was on the verge of a separation with Abbas. She had her personal reasons, mostly I think related to finance, because she was partly financing Abdullah at that point in time, and Abbas wants to make everything very colossal and things, and he's a good director. But somehow I feel this probably is the reason that where she felt kind of used by Abbas. That why, you need more and more and more and make it so colossal, supposing we don't cover the cost. So that was the financial thing, I think, is the reason.
Difference of opinion, that, which escalated.
Yeah. And then when I came into the picture, it was not that she had broken off with him completely or anything.
She was married to him.
Yes, she was married to him. And with me, I was like a very close friend, you can say. Someone, who borrowed his shoulder to her to cry on, or to, open up her heart with. So I think that was misunderstood by Mr. Abbas, and he was thinking that she is too timing or she is something like that, which wasn't the case at that point in time, for sure. And then, of course, that incident happened where we were shooting in Khandala, and she called me up in the night and said that, Deepak, I need your help. I said, what's that? कहती कल मेरा गाना shoot होना है and I have to rush to Bombay. तो मैंने कहा कि कुछ और scene कर लेंगे. So she said, no, that is in sunlight. It has to be done before the sunrise. So I said, well, क्या करेंगे? तो कहता है कि just handle the situation. It's 11:40 now. I will go to Bombay urgently because Abbas has called me. There must be some problem. I'll finish that off and I'll come by 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Madam didn't show up. Now Chopra Saab head down, the whole lineup. They wanted sunrise. She's lying on a rock and the sun comes up. So that was a shot. So she's supposed to be ready at 4 o'clock and be in there on the set. Set meeting.
So she said she'll come by 3:40 in the night only, 4 o'clock तक.
हाँ 3-4 बजे तक मैं आ जाऊंगी. Madam doesn't show up. So I don't know what to do. So then Chopra Saab said that, अरे Zeenat कहाँ है? Zeenat कहाँ है? She's not opening the door. So I said कि नहीं होगी अंदर ही होगी. She was complaining of some lady's problem or some pain in her stomach or something like that. In fact, I gave her something to ease off her pain. And मैं जाता हूँ. I also knocked the door, knock.
And you knew she's not there?
No, I thought she'll be back.
Achha, you thought that she's already come back?
Yeah, but she wasn't opening the door. I didn't know what to do. And then at about 10 o'clock, बज गए, 11 बज गए, यूं करके बैठा हुआ है. And then called from Bombay that this incident happened.
Which incident?
Well, that she had gone to meet him now. And then over there, they had an altercation. And either she was pushed or beaten or what, I have no idea.
She didn't tell you?
But no, she just told Chopra Saab that, I was harassed and I got injured, is the word which she used. But she didn't say कि चप्पल उतार के मेरे को मारा या डंडे उठा के मारा या तलवारें डाली, ऐसा नहीं कुछ बोला. She is too cultured for that.
Was Sanjay's wife also, Zareen, there as the press has reported sometimes?
Yes, as what Zeenat said, that Zareen and Sanjay were both there.
She got injured in the eye?
In the eye.
Is that eye functioning now?
Well, it is better, but it's kind of a sleeping eye, like a droopy eye, sleepy eye. But otherwise, it's fine. But I find her more beautiful now because the way I've always admired her.
That's true love.
Yeah, and she has been such a wonderful daughter, such a wonderful wife, looked after mother so much. And they had also their differences, but she accommodated. And she is a role model for me.
So that was the end of Sanjay and Zeenat's relationship after that fight?
Yeah, then there was some court stuff.
Yeah. But then one expected that she would be with you. How did Mazhar come into the picture?
Because...
and you must be disturbed about it.
Yeah, my mother wasn't very keen that I be together with Zeenat because every mother knows the child. So she knew that I'm not very broad-minded. And Zeenat has been a very open, broad-minded person, very friendly in nature with everyone. And, I've never allowed my mother to wear even low necklines. So, I'm very conservative, and she's the opposite. So, beginning, everything will be fine, but later on, maybe not.
You had differences between the two of you, like you used to tell her, ye mat pehno, wo mat pehno?
Nahi.
वो नहीं किया आपने?
Never. That was her choice, and that's it. But yes, my mother and I, we were both wrong. Because she proved it after getting married to Mazhar, who pursued in capital letters to be with him. And Deepak, where is Deepak now? I'm the one. I love you. I love the feet you walk, the ground you walk on. All that kind of stuff, she got, and she was very vulnerable. So then they got together, and I was happy for them.
But you made it clear to her that you cannot go ahead with her because of your mom's advice.
We didn't discuss that. It was understood.
How was it understood?
Because we stopped calling. We stopped connecting. And उन दिनों में तो ये मोबाइल्स तो होते नहीं थे, तो लैंडलाइंस होती थी, and plus I think at that time there were answering machines also. So then we would meet, but then the meetings became lesser.
And that's how Mazhar made more inroads into her life.
Yeah.
So would you say that after Anita, Zeenat was the most intense relationship?
For me, my heart and soul has always been with Zeenat. Much more than any relationship I've had in my life. Because I have not been in love with Zeenat's body or Zeenat's figure. I've been in love with her soul. And as you age, you don't go in for beauty, you go in for the soul. But me being a very orthodox kind of person, I've always gone for the soul. And that is why most of my relationships with the various different heroines, have not materialized. Because I'm a very soul person. I like souls to be connected. And the first thing I see in a person is that this person has a good soul.
So you were telling me that you took the call of sort of, taking a back step, and then you all stopped communicating, Zeenat and you. But what happened in other relationships? Other relationships also, you said it was because of your traditional and, conservative, if I can use that word, nature. वहाँ भी आपने ही एक कदम पीछे लिया?
Yes.
सब में, whether it was Rakhee, whether it was Ranjita, whether it was Shoma Anand.
Yes.
And
it was all from my side that I didn't want to continue because I thought that, I'm not doing justice to the relationship.
And they didn't get upset with you? Any of them?
I'm friends with them even today.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm friends with all of them. I have no regrets. I've become more of a spiritual person now. And that's how I'd like to be. And the only thing is, Salma Aga, has been a very close friend of mine too. And yes, I was very fond of her as well. And again, that didn't really materialize, but she went away to Pakistan and she got married and things like that.
She had a torrid time. I think she had some 4 marriages 3 marriages or something.
Yeah, so she's had a couple of relationships, like most people have had, I mean, marry, I feel, like Kabir Bedi, I think has had 2-3 marriages, and even recently he's married somebody pretty younger, because maybe their souls connect. And other than that, Amir Khan has also had, a couple of marriages. And so, see, what happens is that in a relationship, jab tak souls connect nahi honge, those relationships don't work. That's my thinking. But all my heroines are friends with me today, including Salma. She stays around the corner, and we're in touch. And it's not like an everyday call, but whenever we meet, we start off at the same point. And I remember whenever we meet, we talk about Nikah, which has been an iconic film for me, where I got a super duper role, because I personally feel that no actor can rise above the role. So this was the film which gave me a platform to really show my talent. And I'm grateful to B R Chopra Saab, God bless him, that he gave me this opportunity. But a very funny incident happened. We were to go and shoot in Hyderabad, and we were supposed to shoot in a Haveli which belonged to the Nawab, which was me. And that was Nawab of Nizam. His Haveli is there in Hyderabad. So we had gone over there, and can you believe, we were supposed to shoot. We were tired because the flight got delayed. And eventually Chopra Saab said, आज तो shooting नहीं हो सकती, तो कल ही shoot करेंगे. मैं कहा नहीं चोपड़ा साहब, आई अरे हम 2-2:30 बजे तक पहुंच जाएंगे. उसके बाद we can shoot some scenes, and some night scenes also we can shoot. So he says, अच्छा ठीक है, तुम तैयार हो जाओगे? He used to call Salma बेबे तैयार हो जाएगी? मैंने कहा जरूर हो जाएगी. मैंने कहा उसे तो अभी से इतनी चूड़ियां पहनी हुई हैं, उसको तो जरूरत नहीं. बच्चे very fond of all this Pakistani jewelry and all that, So we reached the hotel. बैग्स ही नहीं आए, ना सलमा का बैग आया ना मेरा बैग आया.
फ्लाइट में कुछ हो गया?
हाँ, they went off to Chennai.
Oh God.
And we spent the whole night sitting in our respective rooms, which were adjacent in the corridor of the whole night. And we, of course, broke the news to Chopra Saab. And then I think we got the bags back the next late evening, I think about 8:30 or something. It was 2 days. So we lost 1 day over there. And then we had to go and do shopping. So I said, Chopra Saab, मेरे पास तो पैसे नहीं हैं. और आप कह रहे हो बेबे की भी shopping करनी है, because she didn't have anything except what she was wearing. So lingerie and your stuff, daily use stuff for your toiletries and things like that, and one extra change or something. But Chopra Saab paid for it. So it was nice, very nice.
How did you meet B R Chopra?
चोपड़ा साहब के साथ मेरी जो मुलाकात हुई थी, वो आई रिमेम्बर कि 1976 में I got selected as Mr. India Prince. And उसके बाद Dhirubhai Ambani had picked me up for being brand ambassador for Reliance Women Suitings. So I was all over. जितने भी hoardings हैं, इतने बड़े-बड़े king size hoardings and all that. So I caught the eye of the public, of the producers, directors and things. Regarding Chopra Sahab, connecting with me. That happened because there was another contest, which was United Producers Contest. And ये कॉन्टेस्ट वो कॉन्टेस्ट था जिसमें राजेश खन्ना साहब को सिलेक्ट किया गया था, मतलब 7 साल पहले. उसके बाद इन्होंने ये किया और उस कॉन्टेस्ट में मुझे चुना गया और साथ ही साथ राज बब्बर को. तो मेरी तो पॉपुलैरिटी बहुत ज़्यादा थी उस वक्त. एंड राज बब्बर का प्लस पॉइंट वाज कि वो थिएटर से थे. एंड सो देयर वाज अ टाई बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ अस. दे हैड टू सिलेक्ट वन पर्सन, बट देयर वाज अ टाई. और पैनल में जो यूनाइटेड प्रोड्यूसर्स थे, जिसमें से शक्ति सामंत, रामानंद सागर, बी आर चोपड़ा साहब, and a few others. And there were about 5-7 of them. And I got selected. And एक दिन होली का त्योहार था, तो मुझे फ़ोन आया रवि चोपड़ा का, कुकी का, कि we would like you to come. आप आइए, होली का त्योहार है, हमारे यहाँ खाना बहुत अच्छा बनता है. मैं तो फिर तो पक्का आ रहा हूँ. तो मैं उस हिसाब से गया था. मुझे बिल्कुल इस चीज़ का एहसास नहीं था that they would want me to work for them. तो जैसे मेरी एंट्री हुई, मीडिया थे, फैमिली थी चोपड़ा साहब की, और तमाम प्रोड्यूसर्स, डायरेक्टर्स जो रेगुलर आते थे. होली का त्योहार, जहाँ तक मैं जानता हूँ, राज कपूर साहब का यूज्ड टू बी द बेस्ट. तो मुझे तो एक्चुअली वहाँ जाना था. तो मैंने
अच्छा, यू हैड द इनविटेशन फॉर दैट आल्सो.
या तो मुझे लगा कि चोपड़ा साहब के 10-15 मिनट इज अ बिग,
निकल जाऊंगा वहाँ से.
तो उनके जाके आई विल गो टू द अदर प्लेस, टू राज कपूर जी. वहाँ भी इनवाइट किया हुआ था. और वहाँ मुझे जाना था टू सी सितारा देवीज डांस, because she used to always dance होली के त्योहार पर. बट जैसे मेरी एंट्री हुई BR हाउस में, तो सब लोग बोलने लगे, ओ दीपक पराशर आ गए, ओ दीपक पराशर आ गए. तो चोपड़ा साहब ने कहा, दीपक पराशर नहीं, दीपक पराशर का हीरो आ गया, वेलकम. तो देन आई वाज सरप्राइज कि मैं पीछे मुड़ के देख रहा हूँ कि कौन आ गया. दीपक पराशर तो बोल दिया था उन्होंने. So when he said hero, that was a little, I was taken aback. तो मैंने पीछे देखा कि कोई भी नहीं था. एंड फिर मैं आगे आया, तो पैर वैर हाथ लगाए. तो कहते हैं कि हमने डिसाइड किया है कि हम आपको अपनी फिल्म इंसाफ का तराजू में ले रहे हैं जीनत अमान के साथ. तो ऐसे जीनत अमान, आई सेड वाओ, वो तो हमेशा से मेरी फेवरेट रही हैं.
आपने बोल दिया उनको?
हाँ. मैंने कहा हमेशा से फेवरेट रही है. उन्होंने मुझे ताज भी बनाया था देवनंद साहब के साथ, व्हेन आई गॉट सिलेक्टेड इंडिया प्रिंस, मिस्टर इंडिया. तो शी वाज आल्सो देयर. नो, शी केम अ लिटिल लेटर. एंड देन द पार्टी स्टार्टेड एंड ऑल दैट. सो दे सेड कि अरे इधर आ, कुकी कहता है, रवि चोपड़ा. मैंने कहा हाँ. I don't know, suddenly they all picked me up and shot me in the water tank. And that was, and I was saying, oh shit, I've got to go to Raj Kapoor ji ke wahan pe. And all wet and all that.
They could take you as their own, if
Yes.
somebody does this.
Yeah. And then I couldn't go to Raj Kapoor sahab's thing. तो उधर ही फिर होली का त्योहार मनाया गया. एंड देन जीनत आ गई. फिर उसके बाद में मुझे घर भेजा गया. एंड देन दे डिड अ फोटो शूट. तो उसमें देयर वर कॉम्बिनेशंस. इफ आई रिमेंबर, इट वाज द एंटायर कास्ट. तो जीनत का मेरा तो था ही. उसके बाद देन देयर वाज मी, जीनत एंड राज बब्बर. And then there was a foursome in Padmini Kolhapure. So that was the cast. तो मेरी मुलाकात ऐसे हुई उनसे.
But I heard that when B R Chopra took you on, you had offers from Yash Raj, you had offers from Chetan Anand,
Yeah.
and of course B R Chopra,
Yeah.
and you chose the latter. You chose B R Chopra.
There was a reason. जो मुझे स्क्रिप्ट अच्छा लगा सबसे ज़्यादा वो था चेतन आनंद साहब का. तो वो बना रहे थे एक फिल्म सलीम अनारकली. तो उसमें उन्होंने साइन किया था अमिताभ बच्चन और हेमा मालिनी. पर अमिताभ जी की डेट्स नहीं थी और क्या रीज़न था, आई हैव नो आइडिया, बट ही वाज रिप्लेस्ड and I was offered the role, and it was opposite Hema Malini. So this side was opposite Zeenat, and there was opposite Hema Malini. For me, both have been, top-notch heroines of their times, and I was okay. लेकिन जीनत की तरफ मेरा ज़्यादा थोड़ा वो था because
झुकाव था.
हाँ, because the way she speaks and the way she carries herself, and she's so well read, so well traveled, and above all, Miss Asia. So Mr. India and Miss Asia was a big combination, an interesting combination. अब चोपड़ा साहब ने तो मेरे से बात कर ली, पर कोई साइनिंग अमाउंट या कोई साइन नहीं हुआ था. तो मैंने दूसरे दिन ऑफिस में जाके उनको कहा कि मेरी बात ऑलरेडी चल रही है विद चेतन आनंद साहब, सलीम अनारकली. तो उसमें इट्स ऑपोजिट हेमा मालिनी. तो वो कहने लगे कि ये बात आप पहले बता देते. तो मैंने कल ही तो बात हुई और मुझे तो पता भी नहीं था. तो कहते हैं कि नहीं, यू हैव टू डू माई फिल्म. तो उस दिन यश जी हैड कम टू द ऑफिस. And they were together at that time.
Yeah.
तो यश जी had come. So कहते हैं अरे छोड़ो दीपक, ना तुम भाई साहब की फिल्म करोगे ना चेतन साहब की, तुम मेरी फिल्म करोगे. तो झगड़ा ही खत्म. मैंने कहा कि तीनों कर लेता हूँ ना. तो एक अच्छा नोट पे शुरुआत हुई. बट द ओनली प्रॉब्लम वाज कि चेतन साहब had made me sign a contract that first release will be
exclusive.
Salim Anarkali.
Yeah.
So that was the thing.
You won't sign till Salim Anarkali hits theaters.
Yeah. So then I said, Chopra sir, how do I get out of this then? He said, मैं बात कर दूंगा वगैरह. So then he called up. I was there. हाँ चेतन, BR बोल रहा हूँ. तो हाँ BR साहब कैसे हैं आप, ये all that pleasantries. जैसे कि दीपक पराशर मेरे पास बैठे हुए हैं, तो इन्होंने कहा है कि आपके साथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किया हुआ है, तो कब तक आपकी फिल्म रिलीज होगी, ताकि उसी हिसाब से हम लोग प्लान करेंगे. कहता नहीं अभी तो बड़ा इनिशियल प्लानिंग स्टेजेस है, मुझे तो 3 साल तो मिनिमम लगेंगे टू इवन स्टार्ट द प्रोजेक्ट, बिकॉज राइटिंग इज गोइंग ऑन एंड ऑल दैट. तो देन आई टोल्ड चोपड़ा सर आई वोंट स्पीक टू हिम. मैंने जब बात की, मगर चेतन साहब आई एम गेटिंग दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड मैं 3 साल वेट नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी आई एम एन आर्मी ऑफिसर सन. आई हैव नो मनी. आई हैव कम विद अ स्मॉल एयर बैग, वो एयर फ्रांस का होता था उन दिनों में. तो आई सेड आई नीड अ होम, I need to earn money. I've done 7,000 fashion shows. अब मैं थक गया हूँ. कहते नहीं अभी आप कर रहे हो ना इंटरनेशनल. तो मैंने कहा हाँ, जॉर्ज अरमानी YSL उनका मैं कर रहा हूँ. तो मैंने कहा बट वो सिर्फ समर कलेक्शन है which is in India. So I don't have to travel abroad. They will bring their collection here. तो कहते हैं कि आपका दिल क्या कहता है. मैंने कहा दिल तो आपके पास है. I want to do work with you because I'm your fan from Hakikat days. I mean, it's brilliant. But because of this clause कि आपको 3 साल लगेंगे, तो मुझे कर लेने दो ये. अच्छा ठीक है तो कर ले. I think the reason was 3 years because Hema ji had no dates. So that was it was said that it's a writing stage and scripting and all, but actually Hema ji had not given dates. So then Priya Rajvansh was brought into the picture, that we will do it with her and dates are available. So simultaneously I can shoot. जिसकी फिल्म पहले बन जाएगी वो रिलीज कर लेते, आपस की अंडरस्टैंडिंग थी. But then that film actually didn't take off. We did plenty of rehearsals. And luckily, this was a quickie, इंसाफ का तराजू. और हमारा मुझे लगता है कि 47 days we wrapped up the film. And that's the story.
What happened to Salim Anarkali? क्या हो गया? क्यों रुक गई थी?
Got shelved.
Any particular reason?
I think Chopra Chetan Saab wasn't very excited with the script. So he had a Madhubala in his mind. That's Salim Anarkali wali. So he had that in his mind, and the scripting had to be better than that for Chetan Saab. So that he was not happy with. So it got shelved.
After Insaf Ka Tarazu?
Aap to aise na the. Then I did a film called Sannata because I was very, very excited to do horror. I used to love Omen and all those kind of movies. So I said, "Ek hi kar leta hu." Then the next one was Shraddhanjali, which
with Rakhee,
opposite Rakhee Gulzar. And then I did Arman, then I did Patthar Ki Lakeer, then Waqt Ke Shehzade, Dheeraj Kumar's first production. And he was been a good friend because I knew his wife. She was very nice with me. She was Air India hostess. And we hit off as good friends. So he said, Deepak, तेरे को मेरी फिल्म करनी है. I'm starting. मैंने कहा पैसे कहाँ से लाएगा? तो कहता तू फिक्र मत कर, मैं जुगाड़ कर रहा हूँ. I said, okay. So, well, bless his soul. I've been quite affected by his demise because we've had a close connection. And so, फिर सिलसिला चलता रहे with all different heroines, Rameshwari, Zareen, Ranjita, Sarika, and all the top leading ladies. At Rekha also, I did a film called Apna Bana Lo. Again, that was opposite to her, but the film became very lengthy. So they just had an initial portion of the beginning where she's from the village and I'm from the village. And we're in love with each other. And then she comes to the film industry. That was a J.M. Prakash film. And J.M. Prakash and my uncle Mohan Kumar, who made Aap To Aise Na The, they're Sandus.
Are you aware that how Prakash Mehra came to know that the subject of Jadugar and Tufan was same?
No, I have no idea about it.
So, I think you might be aware and you've forgotten about it. They both were shooting, दोनों का सेट किंग्स होटल में लगा हुआ था.
अच्छा.
और जब प्रकाश मेहरा के लोग ऊपर से देख रहे थे तो सडनली उन्होंने देखा कि अमिताभ बच्चन ये मैजिशियन के ड्रेस में तूफान के सेट से निकल आया. एंड दे सेड ये तो भले कुछ भी अलग हो बट मैजिक ही है, ये मैजिक पर बेस्ड है. एंड देन हिल ब्रोक लूज इन बोथ द कैंप्स.
होता है. That is what the industry is all about.
You had clarified with Mr. Bachchan. You did Sharabi, but then came another movie called Shakti in '82.
Yes.
Somewhere Mr. Bachchan was nursing that still or whatever.
Yeah.
And if I'm not wrong, he made Rakhee pair up with Dilip Saab.
Yeah.
Because Rakhee was supposed to be paired with him.
Yeah.
and not Smita Patil. Am I right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Did you and Rakhee speak about this? Because you knew Rakhee at a personal level also.
Yeah. Rakhee was upset about this, but then she just let it pass off because she always wanted to work with Dilip Saab. And Dilip Saab is also one of the stalwarts of the industry and a super duper actor. I would say in his era, it was Dilip Saab. And I mean, there are many actors who I would say some are even better than Mr. Bachchan. But Mr. Bachchan definitely is brilliant in his work, in his thought process, and the way he operates, the way he works is commendable.
So who are the actors who, according to you, in your personal list, are better than Mr. Bachchan?
Dilip Saab for sure, Sanjeev Kumar, Rajesh Khanna, all these people, if not better, but I would say Mr. Bachchan is in par with them, and they're in par with him. So that is it. But if you see the commercial aspect, then Mr. Bachchan is definitely, above them all.
But your equation, interestingly, with his wife, Jaya Bachchan, and his son, Abhishek,
yes, wonderful,
has been very good.
Wonderful. Wonderful. He's such a nice child. His upbringing is brilliant. He's so down to earth. Whenever I've met him, he's always, taking my blessings, touching my feet. One instant he didn't, and I made sure that Abhishek, this is Deepa uncle. So he's, oh, sorry, sir. Something like that. And always, he's not like the other actors. Very nice child. And most of, I think, these actors are in their 50 pluses. Whether it's Shah Rukh or Salman or even Hrithik, I think he's close to 50. So the new generation is coming up, but I think that the actors like Shah Rukh and Salman, the way they have ruled the industry, I doubt if that can come back. As I say, even the music of the 60s, the 70s, partly 80s, when I was there, that music, you cannot get it back. In fact, anywhere I go, even songs like Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, I mean, they are in every disco. So all those old songs with a faster beat are playing. Arjit and all these people are wonderful in their own rights. But the songwriting, the recordings, I've gone to recordings for my films, basically, and there are hundreds of people. There were 97, 98 musicians making one song. Lakshmikant-ji and all these people, they're all class of its own, which today I feel is more technology-based. And same I feel for the film industry. The films also that they are coming, I should not be saying this, I'm from the film industry, but I don't have the urge to watch the Hindi films of today. I'd rather watch the English films. And that also, I'd like to watch Gone with the Wind. All that kind, The Bridge on the River Kwai,
The Bullet Train.
And all those kind of movies, Casino, and all. I like to watch all that. Gentleman, which was that movie, An Officer and Gentleman. I mean, all those movies I like to watch. And that I can see it hundreds of times. Like I've been a Peter O'Toole fan. All his films, Lawrence of Arabia and all. These are epics. So I like to watch all that. And then when I have time, which there's a lot of restrictions because now I'm, for the last a year and a half and another year and a half to go, I'm connected with CINTA, which is Cine Artists Association, as a treasurer. So most of my time is taken away there. And but whenever I get a chance and I see these English films, or then I got this Alexa, so I just switch it on and listen to old songs, and then even watch old movies, Naya Daur and Ganga Jamna and all this kind of stuff.
यार अभी तो गाना चाहिए तो प्रोड्यूसर या डायरेक्टर भगवान जाने कौन फोन करता है, वो भी फोन करते हैं कि नहीं, उनका कोई आदमी फोन करता है म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर को, एक रोमांटिक गाना भेज देना. हाँ है ना, मेरे बैंक में है 10 हैं, 10 भेज दूं क्या? वो बैंक क्या कोई सिचुएशन के आगे मतलब इन टैंडम नहीं है, कुछ नहीं, ऐसे ही बस एक गाना एंड में आ रहा है क्रेडिट टाइटल्स में, एक गाना बजे जा रहा है फिल्म में थ्रू आउट फॉर सम रीजन थ्रू आउट द फिल्म.
नहीं विकी, पुराने जो गाने थे ना, पुराने गानों के वर्डिंग्स आप देखो, दे हैड अ मीनिंग and they were connected with the character and the story. Today's music is, I would say, is a music where you can play it in any discotheque or any outdoor events and things like that, and dancing and all. It's not connected. So the movies, which are very close to my heart, they're like a film called Mausam, a film called Andhi. Mausam mein, yes, Sharmila Tagore and Jitendra.
No, Sanjeev and Sharmila.
No, Jitendra also?
No.
Okay, so that is it. And then my favorite was Jio Prakash had made a movie on Mrs. Gandhi, and that was Andhi, and that was Sanjeev and Suchitra Sen. Look at the expressions. You don't need movement.
Nothing.
So at that time, what I see of then and now I see only technology. But at that time, the artists covered that. Their skin acted. Their eyes acted.
Yeah.
And they were shot that way. So, I mean, all that I miss. I wish I was an actor in those times. I miss it a lot.
You had the best time still, I would say it was there. I mean, see your Nikah. I don't know how many times you have seen, but I have seen it like countless times.
Yeah.
The way you walked, जो स्पीड से आप चलते थे, एक रूम में आप इतना फास्ट कैसे चल सकते हैं?
Yeah.
And the camera was not doing any tricks in those days.
Yeah.
You know, that urgency, that quick breakfast.
Yeah.
And all was picturized at close quarters.
Yes.
Today, nobody eats on the table. Nobody goes to office. Nobody has very few have mothers and sisters in films.
Yeah.
They are mainly raw agents.
Yeah.
They are all 4 or 6 are coming from Dur Se Paas, and that is the teaser.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's all gone. I think that.
What is that walk? That walk has nothing. So 6 people coming towards you.
आज देखो ना आप, थिएटर्स सारे खाली पड़े हुए हैं.
सब खाली पड़े.
और वैसे बताते हैं कि हाउसफुल.
नहीं, बस एक पिक्चर आ गई, छावा आ गई, सयारा आ गई, तो वो बोलेंगे चेंज हो गया है सीन.
No, but Chava was a good film, and that Vicky, your namesake, a good actor.
Vicky Kaushal.
Good actor.
Yeah.
Vicky Kaushal.
Yeah.
Good actor. Shamu's been done my duplicates, and he's been my fight master, his father.
Okay. Sham Kaushal.
Yeah. I call him Shamu. So we used to call him Shamu. And so, I mean, there are some good talents also today. And they're doing a great job. But more or less, I would say, I miss the era of the 60s and the 70s and 80s. 90s, it started going down. So...
You went on to do a lot of horror films,
Oh yeah.
and I think you got, at some point, you became a victim of your mistake.
Yeah.
You got typecasted with all those names. And then you couldn't come out of it for a very long time. Why was that?
Vicky, don't blame me for that. You have to blame the senior Mr. Ramsey, who had quite a few sons, and they were all making movies. And I did one son's movie, and the rest 6 of them followed. And being an emotional person, I couldn't say no to them. So I did those films, knowingly that they are not A-grade films. They are B plus kind of films. But I'm in this industry as an actor, and an actor without an emotion is zero. So my emotions overtake me, and that is the reason that I couldn't say no to them, and I did their movies. And yes, you're right that I got a bit typecasted also, but let's not forget at that moment I'd also met with a very fatal accident in Mumbai, and where I almost got my leg amputated. So that was the same period, So you could say 50% of my choices and 50% of the accident, they took a toll. And so I was kind of away from the limelight for a good couple of years, 3-4 years. But 3-4 years being away from limelight, it's very difficult to come back and make a comeback. So I made television, which was coming up and growing.
Acha Bura, you produced a show also.
A lot of people have asked me this question, that, good you asked me this, because a lot of people think that I have been into production. I have never been into production, and I have nothing to do with Acha Bura. And I'm not the producer, I'm not the director, neither am I the actor in it. This is a wrong notion, which is probably in Wikipedia or wherever, आजकल तो AI सब कुछ ही बना देता है. So I'm not associated with that at all. But yes, television was, that time we had only Doordarshan. And then these channels started coming up, Star Plus, majorly. Colors also came much later. Now, Star Plus was making a serial. It was written by Shobade. That was called Swabhiman. And Mr. Bhatt approached me, and I felt very sad. I said, oh God, that means my career is really over. Because of my accident and my choices of films that I chose out of emotion. But then he said, we are going to do it, on a very large scale.
You feared that TV was a step down.
Like I thought.
That's why you thought your career is over.
Yes. I said, what is this? So he said, no, it's going to be like a 70 Memesh, but I'm telling you. So I said, ठीक है सर, आप बोल रहे हो तो इतनी गलतियां लाइफ में की हैं, ये भी देख लेते हैं. So he says, you mark my words, a day will come when every topmost actor will be on television and will take the support of television, which is what's so true.
आज वही हो रहा है.
So he made this show called Swabhiman.
And you played Mahendra Malhotra.
Yeah, and then that was on for a good, I think, 5-7 years.
Long time.
And I loved it.
It was a lovely serial. Much ahead of its times. So interesting.
Vicky, I too loved it because I had 7 wives in it.
Deepak, I want to get into one more aspect of your life. I would call it the darkest chapter. Your wife and your daughter
Yes.
left you suddenly one day.
Yes.
That was when you had an accident.
Yes.
The boat capsized.
And that was the reason.
If a girl's husband undergoes an accident,
Yeah.
a mild one or a serious one,
Yeah.
the girl looks after the husband and rushes there.
That's what I expected.
Did she rush there? It happened in UAE.
You see, when I met with this accident, she was almost 8.5 months pregnant.
Sarita was her name.
Yeah, Sarita. So she was 8 months or 8.5 months pregnant. When I came to India with 380 stitches in my leg, she was around, but she was also going through her labor pains and issues with pregnancy and things like that. Because before that, she'd already had a miscarriage with twins. We were both very careful and cautious. But then I found a drastic change in her outlook towards me. And slowly that emptiness evolved in the relationship. And then one fine day, when my mother was in Delhi, because my brother's wife was delivering, she had the courage and to come and tell me, and which I appreciate, that I married you only for glamour. Number one, you're the most handsomest man ever. Secondly, you're a very nice, genuine person. But I married you with a reason. And that reason was that I'm star-struck. I'll be socializing, I'll be going to parties and things like that, which is not going to happen now because your leg is in such a condition.
तो क्या हुआ 1-2 साल 3 साल 6 महीने
हाँ
उतना भी कोई इंतजार नहीं कर सकता
नहीं पर उस वक्त रिपोर्ट में ये लिखा गया था कि my one leg will be shorter than the other because of the surgeries and things that had happened. So she probably didn't want to be with a lame man, and her ambition of socializing and going to parties and all that was over. So she point blank said that I'm leaving. So I said, that came as a surprise to me when I said, you need a break. So go, and when you feel comfortable, come. So she said, no, I'm going and I'm taking the child too. So I said, take the child because breastfeeding. So obviously I cannot look after the child and mummy is also not here. So go. So she says, no, I'm going forever and I won't come back. So मेरे को लगा कि ऐसे ही बोल रही है कि कौन जाके अपने माँ बाप के घर में रहेगा 2-4 दिन रहने के बाद ही इंसान को लगता कि नहीं ये मेरा घर नहीं मेरा घर वो है मैंने कहा अपने आप ही should realize and I didn't take it very seriously but to my shock when she left and she left me devastated with 380 stitches in my leg, I started disconnecting with her as well. And I said, if she comes back, then I will have a lot of questions for her because I want to see the relationship, how it moves further. But my mother was called and my mother came by the next flight and we wanted some money. So I said, it's in the wardrobe. So when my mother opened the wardrobe, there was no money. And that time we used to take a lot of money in cash also and checks also, lab letters also. The money was gone. So I was surprised. So I said, go to the bank and get the money. So mommy went to the bank and signed for the locker. When she opened the locker, it was empty. So she had taken the entire jewelry, cash, everything.
पूरा plan किया था.
Everything was planned, and later I got to know that her parents, were also stationed in Mumbai in Ramadan Hotel, which is across my house, which was Jew Princess. So she was connecting with them, and I didn't know anything about it. So then I spoke to Chopra Saab, used to come almost every day. Jaya Prada supported me a lot. She used to live in the same building. So she should come and do makeup in my bedroom and gup shop and all. That's the only time she could give, because then she had to go for shootings and things like that. And she was very, very nice, kept me busy, don't think too much. Deepak, sab theek ho jayega, hota hai aise, and all that. And then I shared my thoughts with her regarding my wife also, that she's left me completely penniless. And I don't know, I won't be able to work for quite some time, to really recuperate from this terrible, devastating accident. So I used to share a lot with Jaya. And Chopra Saab then one day came that, get up. I said, "Maine kya hua? Enough, I can't see you like this." So maine kaha, I can't get up. So he says, "Ki nahi, tu wheelchair pe baith." So then he forced me to sit on the wheelchair. And then I moved around the house. And then I think he only got the wheelchair for me. And because I had just got the clutches, which were given to me in Dubai. And then he said that good she went away, because she had nothing positive to say about you to my wife, Mrs. Chopra, and to Renu Chopra, who's your Rakhee sister. So then I spoke to Auntie. The Auntie came over, Renu came over. And they all confirmed that not only us, she's been telling different stories to all your sisters, which is Tabassum, which is Uma Prem Chopra, and these three, and then two sisters I had, Muslim ladies in the building. So सबको इसने उल्टा सीधा
to tarnish your name.
To tarnish my name, so that she keeps herself on a clean slate. But ultimately everybody got to know, and Chopra Saab insisted that I apply for a divorce. And then he got the same lawyer who he had got for Zeenat and Abbas for their case of separation and divorce. That fellow said that you'll have to wait and respond. We'll have to send her at least 3 notices. So what is her address? I said, I don't know. So they said, ki shaadi kahan gayi thi? I said, Ludhiana. They said, अच्छा लुधियाना में तो address होगा. तो मैंने कहा हाँ वो है मेरे पास. Otherwise they are from Indonesia, which I should have actually inquired before I got married.
Yeah.
But then I did speak to a few people, and Indonesia is such a remote place that I didn't find any friends or relatives who had any connection with Indonesia. If it was America or something, one could have checked on.
Yeah.
But I guess it is all fate. So it was my destiny which I had to face, or my karmas or whatever. I'm a karma yogi. I believe a lot in karma. What goes around comes around.
The divorce happened.
The divorce finally happened after 3 years with her not responding. So it was an ex-party divorce. I had to advertise in all the papers, the formality.
And you could never see the child again?
Never.
Not even in court or?
Never. I've not seen them after that.
You tried calling?
Numbers changed. There were no mobiles. So, and they had emptied that house of Ludhiana overnight, and they had shifted. That's what the neighbors told the police.
After that also, you didn't try to reach your daughter, Radhika, her name.
How do I reach her?
I mean, some way, go to the building. Sometimes maybe go there and say, I want to meet.
Go where?
So you didn't know, you had no idea about their whereabouts, where they have gone?
No, they sold the house which they were staying in.
I thought you knew somewhere where they shifted from Ludhiana.
And where they went, we don't know. But I have made efforts in the past trying to connect on Facebook by putting her name or putting the wife's name, but with no result. So that is it. So I don't know where she is, but I still celebrate her birthday, 26th of December. I go to the beach, cut a cake, and then I give it to the small urchins over there.
You go alone?
Alone. Abhi Ajay, my nephew, is here, so he comes along with me. तो हम लोग वहाँ जाते हैं तो केक काटता हूँ, then I get a little emotional. So he does the rest. Giving him all that kind of
Hypothetical question, all right, but what if the two of them come back and say that we want to stay with you again and let's forget the past?
Doors are closed.
Hypothetical question again. What if Zeenat comes to you and says, I have had enough turmoil in my life. You have had enough turmoil in your life. I know you are my true well-wisher. Let's stay together.
I would accept. Because I am connected with her. My heart, my soul is connected with her.
Why don't you just call her? What is preventing that?
I have met her.
That was 10 years ago, if I'm not wrong.
We did a fashion show.
With Dolly Thakur.
नहीं, fashion show हमने किया था वो जीनी नारोजी का.
हाँ.
5-7 साल लाडली.
7 साल भी तो कोई कम थोड़ी है.
Yeah.
She has a phone number. Now you said those days mobiles were not there, but today mobiles are there.
Now what I feel that
she's out there on the Instagram. She wants to start a new innings. Maybe not essentially with anybody, but I mean, no harm in reaching out.
I think it's too late for this relationship to go any further. And with her, the way she has been treated in each relationship, if I were her, I would not want to get into another relationship.
Why I'm saying this is because...
And I know her, that is why I'm telling you. That why should I call up and say that Zeenat, come in my life. And supposing she says, sorry Deepak, I don't want to be in any relationship. So why, that's kind of a no. So why should I take that? तो उतनी तो एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग होती है. हाँ, अगर कभी ऐसा मौका लगे that we meet up on a shoot or we meet up somewhere and we connect, and if it happens again, fine.
Why I'm saying this is that because I see so much of honesty and pouring out for her from you.
Yeah, I will always be very positive for her because earlier maybe I was smitten by her, but now that's not the case. I genuinely have appreciated and liked her, and she always will remain in my heart.
Deepak, you are still a winner because though you may have loved and lost, you have beaten cancer.
Yes.
Which is the most deadly enemy.
Yeah.
And how could you do it? I mean, because there was nobody around you, no wife, no girlfriend at that time.
No mother.
No mother. Just you and only you.
Just me.
How?
Vicky, I've fallen down many times in life. Many times. I've had these breaks. These unfortunate incidents, starting with my accident and then losing my mother and then losing another woman. I was in a relationship for almost 15 years. She also died of cancer. So every time, I've had these terrible, but I've fallen from the sky to the ground. And मैं कभी कोई छिपकली देखता हूँ ना, तो मैं देखता हूँ छिपकली कैसे ऊपर जा रही है और फिर सडनली वो गिर जाती है, बट लेकिन फिर भी वो कोशिश करती है वापस ऊपर चढ़ने की. सो दैट इज व्हाट हैज बीन माय लाइफ. आई फॉल, I rise again. Regarding cancer, I had got a very positive approach to it. And I said, all these docs, they are lying. I do not have cancer. They have messed up with my report. So, you know,
you made that your narrative.
Yeah, it was my narrative. So in my mind, I said, कि मुझे cancer है ही नहीं. This is a very integral part of a human body. This does and makes things happen the way you feed it. So I fed the brain that I don't have cancer and I fought it alone. I'm talking about positivity, that one has to be positive in life. And that positivity is what you feed to your brain. दुखी मन मेरा सिर्फ इस एक चीज से है, which is that after joining CINTA, the Cine Artists Association, being such an emotional person, मुझे जो 1 day 2 day आर्टिस्ट हैं उनका दुख दर्द देखा नहीं जाता. एंड अगर मेरे पास बेशुमार दौलत होती या मैं काम कर रहा होता तो मैं ज़रूर एक काम करता कि 50% of whatever I own, I would give it to CINTA so that it can be of some help to the less fortunate. कोई कलाकार छोटा बड़ा नहीं होता, ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. तो हम उनको काम तो दिला नहीं सकते और हम लोग उनके लिए बहुत कुछ कर रहे हैं. मेडिकल वी गिविंग देम ऑलमोस्ट 1 lakh. Posthumous we are giving 2 lakhs. Plus इनके 3 मुद्दे हैं. Their working hours, you know that they want 8 hours. But they don't give them conveyance, they don't give them timely payment. So I'm working in CINTA as a treasurer just to see to it that I come across the government and request them to please kindly acknowledge the film industry as a industry. Why labor laws should not apply to us? आज अगर एक कारपेंटर या इलेक्ट्रिशियन आता है आपके घर में, वो अपना 1500, 1800, 2000 रुपये लेके जाता है. तो जो एक्टर अपने घर से बिना पैसे के, बिना कुछ खाए पिए 2-2 घंटे सफर करके आता है, सारा दिन शूटिंग करता है, 12-12 घंटे, 14-14 घंटे, और दूसरे दिन फिर बुलाया जाता है और कोई कन्वेंस नहीं दिया जाता. हमें इतने घंटे आप काम करवा रहे हो, इतने घंटे आप उनको कोई ओवर टाइम नहीं दे रहे हो. You're not giving them conveyance. How do they come for shooting?
कितने घंटे काम करवाते हैं?
Sorry?
कितने घंटे काम करवाते हैं?
Minimum 12 to 14.
And are these wages to them paid in time?
No.
Or they have to wait for 40, 60 days still?
90 days.
अच्छा, अभी 90 हो गया.
90 days. Which is my request. We met.
So why is the government not taking action?
I don't know. We've gone to Mantralaya. We've met. We've not met the CM for Nawaz Saab, but we've met the Labour Minister, Mr. Funkar. We've met him. We put our case forward. So they are planning now that we will get the Producer Association, and we will get your association and try and sort out this problem. But the issue is not here. The issue is कि प्रोड्यूसर जो होता है वो पैसा कहीं ना कहीं से जुगाड़ करके, I'm not talking about the big timers, I'm talking about small producers. वो कैसे अपनी बीवी के गहने बेच के, लोन लेके, कैसे भी करके वो एक एपिसोड बना लेते हैं. उसके बाद में एक्टर्स को उनको पैसा देना है. अभी एक्टर्स को पैसा तब देंगे जब चैनल पैसा प्रोड्यूसर को देगा.
Absolutely right. I was just coming to that.
So the प्रोड्यूसर को पैसा आएगा चैनल से, चैनल को पैसा आएगा एडवर्टाइजर से. So it's a big chain. We are not concerned about that. मेरी हाथ जोड़ के विनती है with the government of India to recognize my industry, my film industry, where I've been a part of it for 46 years, over 4 decades, that please, for these 1 day, 2 day, 3 day artists, इनको per day पैसा मिलना चाहिए, इनको एडवांस मिलना चाहिए, इनको खाना पीना सही देना चाहिए. And especially child artists, especially women, you can't let them go at finish shoot at 1 o'clock in the night and tell them to stand on the bus. They can be,
unpleasant incident.
Yeah, unpleasant incidents can happen. Bachche, boodhe, seniors. So this is what I'm working at right now.
Are Padmini and Poonam, who are with you, are they with you on the same page?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This committee is committed and we're working for 9, 10 hours in the office just for the betterment and welfare of our cine artists. So, Vicky, I'll be very grateful if you can put this across in your podcast as well, because you'll be doing something good for our artists. आज मैं तो जो भी कुछ हूँ, it's only because of the public. कोई ये नहीं कह सकता है या मेरे कर्म है या मेरी किस्मत है. हम एक्टर को काम नहीं दिला सकते, मानता हूँ, but at least let us do these 3 things. Let's make an MOU between our other organization, which is COT. उनका संविधान अलग है, हमारा अलग है. They are supposed to help the cine artists. We are supposed to help the cine artists. So मकसद तो एक ही है, but their constitutions are different. So we're trying to come to terms. The Cinta has created COT. Cinta has created COT because Cinta wanted land. Cinta will get land by COT coming into the picture. And the charity commissioner will, give them land on a reasonable rate, which is what has happened. So we are trying to do our best, both COT and Cinta.
To conclude, I was going through your filmography while I was traveling here. And I see after 2007, I don't know, there's nothing.
Yeah.
What happened in 2007? Was it the cascading effect of Big Boss where they said that, Deepak Parashar has declared that he's gay and some reports were carried, I believe. And then for years and years, there's not a project.
Okay. Now, first of all, I have not declared my sexuality to anybody because I don't feel the need to. I certainly not am gay at all. Though there's nothing wrong in being gay, there are so many people who are gay in our industry. Their careers haven't been tarnished. So I refuse to believe that my career got tarnished because of a statement which I have not made. It's been all made up in the sense that I may have used that sentence like I did in one magazine in a big interview, where I had said that I'm not gay.
Yeah, with Devyani Chaubal.
But that was highlighted. Similarly, in this case, this was highlighted. But that cannot be the reason of me being away. The reason was that I myself wanted to take a sabbatical. So I moved to Mud Island. And I was there for 12 years. And I was doing only projects which, I was forced to do, just to help anybody. But then I realized that I still need to work. And I still have got so much of emotions in me. I have so much of talent in me, which I'd like to bring forth to the industry. With the experiences that I've had, I'm a seasoned, experienced actor. I would like to work and die with my shoes on. and I would like to do but good characters. So I've decided to do web shows, OTT.
You did a very good web show, Rai Singhani versus Rai Singhani.
Yes, I did Rai Singhani versus Rai Singhani. Then I did First Copy, which is on MX. Then I did Secret Raizada. Then I did Sir Ahmed. So these 4 I've done already. And there are another 3-4 in the pipeline.
Wow.
So I will continue working till my end. But you audiences, you especially, have to do another podcast with me. So
I always will, because you're a gem and you're a star in your own right, even till date. You have slimmed down much more than when I saw you last.
yes.
And you look fitter than before. And that t-shirt which you're wearing, I want to steal it before I go. Thank you so much, Deepak Parashar, for being on the show. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you, audiences. I love you. I am whatever because of you. आप इस तरह से मेरी जिंदगी में शामिल हैं. आप इस तरह से मेरी जिंदगी में शामिल हैं. जहां भी जाओ, ये लगता है आप ही की महफिल है.
Thank you, sir.
हेलो, हाय, नमस्कार. मैं दीपक पराशर हूँ, ट्रेजरर सेंटर. मैंने अभी एक पॉडकास्ट किया है with one of the greatest, Mr. Vickey Lalwani. He is brilliant. So it's my personal request. Kindly like, share, and don't forget to subscribe like I do. Take care. Cheers.